Okay, children. So just look at to the next topic regarding classification of elements and periodicity in properties. Right. So see, nomenclature of elements with atomic number greater than 100. Okay, children. And for that, see, what is the important point? IUPAC has made recommendation that until a new elements discovery is proved, a systematic nomenclature is to be adopted. Okay, and for that, some notation has been given by IUPAC. Okay, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. For zero, they have told to use. They have told that we have to use nil. Okay, name is nil and abbreviation is small n. For one, un, u. For two, by, the symbol is b. Tri, t. Quad, q. Pent, p. Hex, h. Sept, s. Oct, o. N. For 9, they are telling to use the name ENN, N, and the symbol is E, right? So you have to learn this. After that, see how to use. Suppose the atomic number is 101. So you have to use un stands for 1, then nil stands for 0. Okay, this stands for 1, this stands for 0, and this again stands for 1. And IUM is common, children. You have to use in the name. And the symbol is UNU. First one is capital letter. Okay, and then remainings are in small letters. In same way, for 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. Suppose 109. This stand for 1, nil stand for 0, N stand for 9, and IUM is common, 109. And this is the symbol, UNE, right? These are some common names. Okay, children. IUPAC is trying to name the following atom like this. Onde. Okay, beta. So please note it down. These are the symbols. Okay, this is systematic symbol, and this is the symbol they have recommended to use in future. Like in same way, for 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, like this. So 118 means octium. Okay, children. UUO. UUO. See, official name yet to be announced. Okay. Till now, yeah. These are the names they have to announce. In future, we can see some good name for them. So what would be the IUPAC name and symbol for the element with atomic number 120? Okay, children. So for 120, you know, for 1, you have to use un. For 2, you have to use b. And for 0, you have to use nil. Un, b, nil. EM. EM is common. Okay, children. So this is the symbol. See, un by nil. EM. So unbinilium. Unbinilium. UUU means un un em. Em. Which of the following is whose Z equal to 108. Hazium. Okay, memory based question, children. Electronic configuration of element. Okay, part 1. Before directly entering into the topic, let us recall electronic configuration. The distribution of electrons into available orbitals of an atom is called electronic configuration. Okay, the arrangement of electrons okay, in an atom is called electronic configuration. So you have to follow this trend, children. First you have to fill electron in 1s, then you have to fill in 2s, then you have to fill in 2p, then you have to fill in 3s, then you have to fill in 3p, and then you have to fill in 4s. See, this is the situation, children. See, after 3p, they are not asking to fill in 3d, they are asking to fill in 4s. And after 4s, they are asking to fill in 3d. In same way, we have to move forward, right? So please learn this. Once you learn this, okay, you should know that it is based on n plus l value. Okay, n plus l value. You will come to know about this n and l everything in coming time. Okay, so till now you have to understand that this is the pattern given by Aufbau principle. Aufbau's principle. And somebody asks you, Aufbau principle is based on what? So you should say that it is based on n plus l value. N plus l value. Electronic configuration in periods. So the value of principal quantum number. Principal quantum number means number of, not number of, orbit number, children. Orbit number. Orbit number is okay, is also known as principal quantum number. So in a period, what happens, children? The value of principal quantum number for the outermost or the valence shell indicates the period of that element in the periodic table. For an example, suppose we have written, this is known as electronic configuration, and sodium is having 11 electrons. So if we follow that above principle, we have to fill electron in 1s, then 2s, then in 2p, and then in 3s. So you know that in s we can fill 2 electron, in p we can fill maximum 6 electron, in d maximum 10 electron, in f maximum 14 electrons. So this is the s of first orbit, so we can fill 2 electron. This is the s of second orbit, we can fill 2 electron. This is the p of second orbit, we can fill maximum 6 electron, and this is 3s of third orbit, and we can fill 1 electron. Now we don't have electrons, so 11 electron electronic configuration is completed. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 6 plus 1. So see the children, the last orbit is 3, and that's why the period of sodium is third period. It is the member of third period. In first period, children, hydrogen is there and helium is there. So electronic configuration we can write 1s1 and 1s2. Here the n stands this 1 is n value, children. This 1 is n value, n equal to 1 means it is of first orbit. The electrons are filled in first orbit. The first period n equal to 1 starts with filling of the lowest level 1s, okay, and has 2 elements. Please note it down. In second period, children, it starts from lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So we can say that it starts with 2s1 and ends with 2s2, 2p6. The electrons are filled, okay, in 2s and 2p. One is now 1s is considered as the inner orbit, okay, and this is known as outer orbit, children. Outer orbit. Learn it properly, children. So when we write the electronic configuration of only outermost orbit, we can write like this: 2s1, 2s2, 2s2, 2p1, 2s2, 2p2, 2s2, 2p3, 2s2, 2p4, 2s2, 2p5, 2s2, 2p6. Okay, children. Third period. In same way, we can write third period also, children. Right? 3s1, 3s2, 3s2, 3p1, 3s2, 3p2, 3s2, 3p3, 3s2, 3p4, 3s2, 3p5, 3s2, 3p6, right? The electronic configuration of 2s2, 2p6 denotes, okay, children, neon. Sodium belongs to third period. Which of the following has both member from the same period of the periodic table? Sodium chloride. You can see sodium and chloride. Write the atomic number of the element present in the third period and 17th group of the periodic table. Okay, children, the atomic number is 17. See, atomic number is 17, right? Write the atomic number of the element present in the third period and 17th group in the periodic table. Atomic number. The atomic number is 17. Electronic configuration 2. It starts from fourth period, children. Now, the little bit expansion is there, children. This is from S, this is from D, and this is from P, children. Okay. So, you know, this is 4S, this is 4p, and this is 3d. First you have to fill electron here, then here. Okay, children, this is 4s, and after that 3d, and after that 4p. So it starts with potassium and ends with krypton. The electrons are filled in 4s, 3d, 4p. It consists of 3d transition series. Children, this series is known as 3d transition series because electrons are filled in 3d. And in the periodic table, its position is first. So that is why it is also known as first transition series. First transition series. This series consists of 10 elements, starts from scandium and ends in zinc. Starts from scandium and ends in zinc. Okay, children? And the electronic configuration starts like this: 3d1 up to 3d10. Few exceptional case is there in chromium and copper due to half-filled and full-filled stability factor. Here the electronic configuration is like this: 3d5 and 4s1. Here it is 3d10 and 4s1. This is due to full-filled stability factor, and this is due to half-filled stability factor. This is fifth period, children. Same way, this is 5s, this is 4d, and this is 5p. So it starts from rubidium and ends with xenon. Electrons are filled in 5s, 4d, and 5p. This is the second transition series. It consists of 4d transition series from yttrium to cadmium. Okay, the electronic configuration is same pattern, 4d1 to 4d10. Sixth period. In sixth period, this is, children, 6s, and this is for, this is 6p, This is 5D, children. So 5D, 5D. But before that, 14 element gap is there. That is known as lanthanoid, and electrons are filled in 4f orbitals. So it's the lanthanoids, okay, start from cesium, okay, and ends with this period, children. 6 period start from cesium and ends in radon. Okay, total 32 elements are there. That means electrons are filled in 6s, 4f, 5d, and 6p. In 6 period, you can see it consists of 5d transition series from lanthanum to mercury, and it also include 4f inner transition element from cerium to lutetium. Cerium to lutetium, children. In 7th period also same pattern. This is 7s, this is 7p, this is 6d, and this is 5f. So it starts from francium and ends in unoctium. Okay, the electrons are filled in 7s, 5f, 6d, and 7p subcells. 7th period, children. You can see it consists of 6d transition series, starts from actinium to ununbium, okay. It also includes 5f inner transition element from thorium to lawrencium, You can see in first period hydrogen and helium. In second period, first one is lithium, last one is neon. Third period, sodium, and last one is argon. Fourth, potassium and krypton. Fifth, rubidium and xenon. And in sixth, okay, cesium and radon. And seventh, it is from francium, right? So please note it down. Hello. Yes. I'll call you back. I'm in class. I'll just call after 10 to 15 minutes, okay? So, how would you justify the presence of 18 elements in the 5th period of the periodic table? So in 5th period, you know n equal to 5, okay? And these are the suborbits number, children. S, P, D, and F. You might not be knowing detail about this. In coming time, you will understand, okay? Please note it down. Hello. Jai Hind. पहचाना बस ऐसे अच्छा बोलिए सर ठीक है उसका मेरे को ये भेज दीजिए एक बार उसका जेरोक्स भी भेज दीजिए मार्कशीट वगैरह मैं निकाल के भेजूंगा So children, the order in which the energy of the available orbitals are 4d, 5s and 5p increases as 5s is less than 4d is less than 5 energy level. The total number of orbital availables are how much? 9, children. Okay, 1 orbital is here, 5 orbital is here, and 3 orbitals are here. So 1 plus 5 plus 3. How much it is? 9. And each orbital, children, 2 electrons are there. So total 18 electrons are in the 5th period. Like this we can prove it. The number of element present in second third, fourth, and fifth periods in modern periodic table are respectively. So this is your answer, children. 8, 8, 18, and 18. Which of the following pair belongs to same period in the periodic table? Same period. So you can see this is potassium, and here only nickel is there. So potassium and nickel. And you can also see calcium and scandium titanium. This is also present. Okay, children. So both are correct, children. Right? Which one of the following is 100th element in the periodic table? Fermium. Because its number is 100. That's why you should remember it. Its name is fermium. Group wise electronic configuration, block wise classification of periodic table. Okay, children. Group wise electronic configuration. Element with same group have similar valence cell electronic configuration. Okay. Wait. Please note it down. So this is the electronic configuration of 1A group, children. 1A. Okay, children. So after helium, 2s1. After neon, 3s1. After argon, 4s1. After krypton, 5s1. After xenon, 6s1. After radon, 7s1. So everybody is having common electronic configuration of the outermost orbit is ns1. Okay, where n equal to, okay, children, here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. Based on the distribution of electrons in the outermost orbital, the elements can be classified into 4 blocks. 4 blocks. If the last electron enter into S, it is of S block. If the last electron enter into P, it is P block. If the last electron enter into D, it is D block. If the last electron enter into F, it is known as F block. See, children, you can see and you can note it down also. Okay, children, see, this is S block, this is D block, this is F block, and this is P block. Position of hydrogen is not clear. Somebody says it should be in 1s, one group, group number 1 or 1A, and somebody is telling that it should be in 17. We'll discuss more about hydrogen in chapter hydrogen. 1s, S block, children. The element in which the last electron enter into S suborbit or subshell are known as S block element. It consists of 2 groups, 1A and 2A. 1A is known as alkali metal and 2A is known as alkaline earth metal. S block. The outermost electronic configuration of 1A group is NS1 and the outermost electronic configuration of 2A group is NS2. These all are metals with low ionization enthalpy. Okay, children? It is very easy to remove electron. Very easy to remove electron from such type of elements. They show +1 and +2 oxidation states. Suppose Na is there, it is very easy to remove electron. Okay, they require very less energy and they loses electron easily. We will discuss ionization enthalpy in the coming topic. So this is known as oxidation state, children. Okay, so this is the oxidation state of sodium or group 1. and this is the oxidation state of alkaline earth metals. Because of high reactivity, they are never found in pure state. Did you understand, children? Because of high reactivity, they loses electrons easily, and that's why any another surrounding particle accept that electron and make a bond with this type of elements, and that's why we are unable to find them in the free state. Okay, children, because of their high reactivity. Except lithium and beryllium, the remaining element form ionic compound with sixth and seventh group elements. Sixth and seventh, sixth A, okay, and seventh A, right? Means group 16 and group 17. And metallic character increases from top to bottom. Metallic character. Metallic character, children. Metallic character is inversely proportional to ionization energy. Less is the ionization energy, more is the metallic character. P block, children. The element in which differentiating electron enter into NP subcell or orbital are called P block elements. It consists of 6 groups from 13 to 18. The outermost electronic configuration is from NS to NP1 to NS to NP6. Please note it down. You can see okay, children. Okay, children, some okay. One by one we'll come to know. Each period end with noble gas, which is chemically inactive, right? And it contain all type of elements. They are non-metals, they are metals, there are metalloids also, and amphoteric also, right? Very close to noble gases. Two chemically important groups of non-metals are present. They are very close to noble gases to okay, children. So we can say that this S block and P block are collectively known as representative elements, representative element or normal elements or main group elements. Okay, I'll show you in the next slide. Okay, the outermost electronic configuration of alkali metal is NS1. In S block element, metallic character and reactivity increases, right, down the group. Okay, children. So we'll come to the end of this topic. Remaining we will discuss in next class. Okay, bye bye.